Welcome to Arlington Public Schools. Whether you're new or a current family, we're excited to have you. Our administrators, teachers, and staff look forward to meeting you and ensuring a smooth transition to high school. In this video, you'll discover how we prepare students for high school, including core classes, electives, and extracurriculars. You'll also learn about option schools and how to apply if interested. We believe in knowing every student by name, strength, and need, and using data to support their academic journey. I invite you to view a short video at the end of this presentation to learn more about how we ensure that every student counts. As you prepare for high school, there will be many individuals that will help you feel welcomed, valued, and as partners in your child's education. Some of the most important partners will be your high school principals. The principals of our 3 comprehensive high schools are Peter Ballas, Wakefield, Antonio Hall, Washington Liberty, Dr. Kevin Clark, Yorktown. The principals and administrators of our high school programs are Margaret Chung, Arlington Career Center and Arlington Tech, Dr. Lori Wiggins, Arlington Community High School, Dr. Casey Robinson, HB Woodlawn, Kimberly Jackson Davis, Langston Continuation and New Directions Program. I would like to also acknowledge our high school assistant principals and directors of counseling. I encourage you to meet and connect with our school administrative teams as they host their own family information sessions. The dates and times for these sessions will be shared later in the presentation and are on the APS website. And now, let's learn about high schools in Arlington Public Schools. We are excited to welcome the graduating class of 2028 to high school and hope both you and your students take some time over the next 4 years to savor the moment. We know how unnerving it can be to prepare to transition to a new school. From our transportation team to our school administrators, we're here for you. We can't wait to meet you and watch you grow and learn. I'd like you to meet some of the individuals that will be here for you on day 1. Here's a short video of the excitement and energy from the first day of school at Wakefield High School.
Here we are at Facilities and Operations. You're seeing the buses revving up, ready to go to pick up our children at the stops. They're going to our schools where our custodians, our maintenance team, we've all gotten ready for our kids. As a mom, I'm excited for the first day for her to get back to school, and things are looking fabulous.
Very excited welcoming our bus drivers this morning, letting them know how important it is for them to be that very first face that the students see each day. And we are really happy that we have no double runs in our buses this year.
We gotta check our engine that is not leaking, that we have everything on top good, that all the liquids, all the fluids are on level. That's what we check early in the morning.
I know everybody's in a rush and trying to get where they have to go, but you have to be just mindful that we're driving this big vehicle here, so you have to give us the respect on the road that we give you.
A todas las personas, a todos los que manejan alrededor de los buses, mucho cuidado, respeten las luces, que es bien importante. Si las luces están en rojo, paren.
For our community members in Arlington, please be mindful who we have on board. We're transporting the most precious cargo available, which is our kids.
It's awesome. The kids are happy to see a new environment. The school is clean. Everything is in perfect condition. You can see how excited they are. First day coming to school and the new principal, everything is in order.
To make the opening day as exciting as possible, we had the band out here this morning. We had our cheerleaders out here. We got some new signs inside, some balloon sprays, and some media backdrops so kids can take pictures and celebrate.
Oh, it makes me think back of my first day of school and how much fun it was and how excited yet scared and all those emotions that go in there.
The freshmen are probably already nervous to come to high school, so us welcoming them is probably going to make them feel more welcome.
We've been able to get our 9th graders situated with some tours around the building, easing a lot of anxiety. We got a lot of kids roaming the halls, a little bit nervous because, this is their first day of high school, but so far, so good.
It's really important to be in a school where you can have the opportunity to form relationships with the kids, to build trust with them as a safe adult?
Oh, this is such an exciting time of the year to see the students excited about being back in school, to see our wonderful staff welcoming the students. The energy is amazing. It's just my favorite time of the year.
First day of school, I'm feeling excited to see friends, honestly, just them. Teachers, you know what? I'm halfway excited. We'll see how it goes at the end of the day. Yeah.
I'm excited because it's my senior year, so it's my last day, and I'm excited to graduate. So
I have been thankful to go to many APS schools that had great opportunities and great people to help me out. I kind of thinking about this year as my preparation for college, filling out applications and getting our resumes tight and applying for scholarships.
I really want to try my best into getting into William & Mary. It's my top choice in school, so I'm gonna work really hard for it and hope for the best.
I want to become a surgeon, so I'm taking anatomy this year, dual enrollment anatomy.
Sure, it's gonna be good. I got my math teacher from last year. She was cool. And then I got the PE teacher that was cool. So I think it's gonna be great.
happy first day, have a great school year.
High school is an exciting time filled with exploration and increased responsibility. Families, support your teens by regularly discussing their concerns and interests. During the transition, your teen may deal with separation from middle school friends, meeting new people and making friends, navigating a larger campus, managing studies and new routines, increasing use of social media and technology. Students embrace these changes by choosing a suitable course load, trying new things, advocating for yourself, building relationships with teachers and counselors. Remember, we're here to support you every step of the way. All addresses in Arlington County are assigned to an APS neighborhood elementary, middle, and high school. APS offers 3 comprehensive neighborhood high schools: Wakefield, Washington Liberty, and Yorktown. All rising APS 9th graders will be automatically enrolled in their designated neighborhood high school. If you have questions about high school boundaries or to confirm the high school your student will attend, visit our boundary locator website, apsva.us/boundary, or meet with your student's counselor. Here's a general timeline for current APS 8th graders of how we'll help you prepare for your designated high school. After the winter break, your middle school counselors will hold meetings with students and families focusing on transitioning to high school. High school counselors will also visit middle schools to help students learn more about what courses are available and what paths you can take. By the spring, students will have submitted their course request forms and will have the opportunity to participate in new student orientations at their new high school. For Wakefield, Washington Liberty, and Yorktown, school starts at 8:20 a.m. and ends at 3:10 p.m. For the HB Woodlawn and the Shriver program, school starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 3:50 p.m. For the Arlington Career Center and the Arlington Tech program, school starts at 8 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. APS students are able to receive one of 2 diplomas at each of our high schools and programs. A standard diploma requires 22 credits and 5 verified credits, which means that students must pass 22 high school credit-bearing courses and 5 standards of learning exams. An advanced studies diploma requires 26 credits and 5 standards of learning exams. Students are also able to take advanced placement and dual enrollment courses at each high school or International Baccalaureate IB courses at Washington Liberty. Rest assured, our dedicated counseling teams and teachers will support you and keep you informed every step of the way. The Virginia Department of Education requires that students take 5 standardized assessments, or SOLs, in order to graduate. In 9th grade, students will sit for an end-of-course math SOL or science SOL. There are no SOLs in 10th grade unless a student needs verified credit in math, science, or history, or if a student has not taken biology. In 11th grade, students will sit for a reading and writing SOL. Students need verified credit in math, science, or history. In 12th grade, students will test only if they need a verified credit in one or more of the 4 areas required for graduation: math, science, history, and English. Special education is an integral part of the total education system, not a separate entity. Our Individualized Education Program, or IEP teams, will consider the following during the transition process: courses the student needs to be enrolled and courses that build on their strengths, graduation requirements and diploma options, participation in clubs, sports, or activities with students who have similar interests, and developing a plan for post-secondary life. This is general information about the transition process for students with special needs, but each situation is different based on the student. If families have any questions about the transition process for students with IEPs, they should reach out to their student's case carrier at their current school. The case carrier will facilitate communication with the receiving school. Dual enrollment is an opportunity for high school juniors and seniors to earn college credit for courses taken through Northern Virginia Community College while still being enrolled in high school. Junior and senior year may seem like a long time from now, but it's never too early to start planning and taking advantage of this opportunity. There are many benefits to participating in dual enrollment courses. I encourage you to learn more at apsva.us/dual enrollment. Students, get involved and be a positive influence on your school's culture. Join a team or a club or the marching band. Sing in the choir, audition for a play, run for a position in the student government, or start a productive social movement. Balance academics with character-building extracurriculars to make the most of these important years in your life. Over the next few months, each high school will offer in-person and/or virtual information sessions for all families. There, you'll have the opportunity to meet staff, learn more about the school, and ask questions. Visit our options website to view the schedule. In 2016, the Virginia Board of Education developed the Profile of a Virginia Graduate. The profile describes the knowledge, skills, experiences, and attributes that students must attain to be successful in college and/or the workforce, and to be life-ready. The profile is informed by 5 foundational principles known as the 5 C's. They include critical thinking, creative thinking, communication, collaboration, and citizenship skills. At Arlington Public Schools, we have implemented work-based and service learning programs to expose students to various post-secondary opportunities. We know not all students will enroll in college when they graduate from high school. Our goal is for all students to be prepared for whatever the next step is in their life following high school. Let's watch a short video that highlights how the profile of a Virginia graduate positively affects our students.
We're excited about the recent adoption of the profile of the Virginia graduate and how it dovetails very nicely with our strategic plan. I want to thank the Strategic Planning Committee, as well as staff in the community, for recognizing the importance of how students transition from K-12 to post-secondary to the workplace. It's an important part of them thinking about their future as well as their careers.
We're collectively excited about the opportunity to relax the expectation that students pass standardized assessments to demonstrate content mastery. Now that we are given some freedom with regard to how we instruct and provide academic challenges to our students, we're giving them real-life opportunities through project-based assignments so that students are developing the skills and abilities that they'll need to be successful. We've heard from the consumers of our graduates, and they don't just need students with high levels of content mastery. They also need students with an extensive array of soft skills, some of those skills like leadership and good teamwork and agility and flexibility and those sorts of things. We've even heard from them that they need people who are caring. What are we doing curricularly in Arlington Public Schools to ensure that we're developing graduates that have that extensive set of skills that they can transfer from one profession to another? Our students, we know, are going to probably visit multiple careers before they finish up their working years. We want to prepare them with a set of skills that they can transfer from one environment to another as they pursue a life in the global community.
It's important that students know when they enter high school what are their graduation requirements so that they can take the appropriate classes. School councils start working with our students in the 8th grade to make sure that we develop a 4-year plan. And part of the 4-year plan is for students to know that there's even different pathways to success. It's not just the one way. So knowing what the requirements are for graduation and knowing that they have the opportunity to take additional courses that are related to their interest is a positive thing.
We realize that not every student has the intent of going to college. They might pursue that later on in their life, but many of them aspire to a career right after high school. So that career pathway opens up so many different opportunities for students. And being in Northern Virginia, we have a wealth of opportunities for our students to engage professionals in the workplace, and we should be using those in our school on a regular basis.
In order to be college and career ready, we are including the 5 C's to getting our students ready for the workforce, which includes the creative thinking, the critical thinking, the collaboration, communication, and citizenship. So that when our students graduate, they'll have the academic, but they also have the soft skills of how to work in the real world.
So I feel like it's very important to be able to critically think, because then you can plan, you know exactly what you want your plan to be and how you want it to affect the future or yourself. There are going to be situations in which you are in a totally different environment that you're used to. You're going to have to step out of your comfort zone, and you're going to have to be able to think innovatively, not only for yourself, but also for the people around you. In life, you'll be surrounded by people you don't know, people who are from different cultures, societies, and they have different ways of life. We don't all think the same. So I feel like it's important to collaborate, because it doesn't only show you about other people, but it helps you grow within yourself. There are people around the world who you have to communicate with. That's how we've gotten to where we are today. You know, globalization, furthering communication, trade, all of that. And those are all aspects of life that will not go away anytime soon. So I feel like it's important to be able to find a common ground, to be able to communicate with people of all types of backgrounds. The future depends on us. If you don't have a say, or if you don't have a voice, then you won't be able to make any changes or even have a reason to complain, because you're in a position where you can't speak up.
In education, we often say that we assess the things that we value. But over the last couple of decades, as we've really shifted our focus more towards standardized testing, as teachers, we have begun valuing the things that we're assessing. And so a lot of times our teaching focuses on those facts and the things that are going to show up on the test. This shift in the accreditation standards and the profile of a Virginia graduate really are going to provide more opportunities for teachers to promote that kind of deeper learning in their classrooms that allows for us to focus on the 5 C's of critical thinking, collaboration, creative thinking, communication, and citizenship.
I think the 5 C's inspires the teachers as well as the students, you know, to do more than just what is on the textbooks.
Hi guys, Miss Miller here. I am at the ICL, or the Ice Cube Lab, here at the South Pole. Let me show you what it's like here.
Real life is more exciting than what is in a textbook, so I think that in general, the profile of a graduate provides us with the opportunity to be more real with our students and with ourselves.
We just learned about neighborhood schools. Now, let's learn about option schools and programs and how to apply if interested. Arlington Public Schools provides families the opportunity to attend an option school or program as an alternative to attending their assigned neighborhood school. Option schools and programs offer specialized educational instruction. Interested students must apply for an option school or program. The 5 high school options and programs available are Arlington Tech at the Arlington Career Center, the H.B. Woodlawn Secondary Program, Wakefield's AP Network, Wakefield's dual language, English and Spanish, immersion program, and the International Baccalaureate Program, or IB, at Washington Liberty. Arlington Tech at the Arlington Career Center is a rigorous, project-based learning high school program that prepares students to succeed in college and in the workplace through collaborative problem solving. Arlington Tech provides the opportunity for students to explore and become certified in a variety of career and technical education programs, and to get a jump start on college by earning early college credits through dual enrollment with Northern Virginia Community College. Arlington Tech students will complete a year-long senior capstone project in which they would be employed as an intern, a consultant, or act as an independent researcher. Learning at Arlington Tech is active, authentic, and motivated by the student's interest. At HB Woodlawn, the central focus is student choice. Students make choices in 3 general areas: use of time and personal behavior, educational goals, and school governance. For the 24-25 school year, there are 26 slots available for students interested in applying to HB Woodlawn's 9th grade class. These slots are in addition to the current 8th graders already at HB Woodlawn who will move on to 9th grade next fall. Each year, APS middle schools are assigned a portion of the 26 slots based on the size of their 8th grade cohorts and the number of students who were not previously enrolled in APS who applied to the program. Interested APS 8th graders must select the middle school their child currently attends when applying. Interested students not currently enrolled in APS must apply under the outside of APS allotment. To see the specific slot allocations for each middle school and outside of APS, visit apsva.us/schools/programs. The Wakefield AP Network program was created to provide student support through a variety of academic and counseling initiatives. Wakefield offers 30 of the 38 AP courses authorized by the College Board. The Wakefield Dual Language Immersion Program provides an academic continuation of the middle school English-Spanish immersion program provided at Gunston Middle School. Gunston students who wish to continue in high school will complete an intent to return form in the spring. Interested students who are new to APS and have academic language skills in both Spanish and English will need to take a proficiency exam to ensure they will be able to excel in the program. The IB Diploma curriculum at Washington Liberty offers a rigorous and comprehensive education based on a global perspective. The number of IB transfer slots for the 2023-24 school year is based on the previous year's grade 9 admissions and grade 12 completions. Families can apply to option schools between Monday, November 6th and Friday, January 12th at 4 p.m. This is not a first-come, first-served process. Families are able to apply online at any time during the application period. If there are more applications than available slots for an option school or program, a random double-blind lottery will be held online on January 22nd at 1 p.m. to determine admission. Families will be notified on January 29th by 8 p.m. if their student has been accepted or waitlisted and will need to confirm or decline their space by February 13th. Please note, there is no sibling preference when applying for secondary option schools. For example, if an older sibling attends a particular school, it does not mean that the younger sibling is automatically admitted. Here are a few tips to assist families with completing the online application. Families must apply online at www.apsva.schoolmint.net. Families with an existing SchoolMint account from a previous school year do not need to create a new account. Only new applicants must create an account in SchoolMint to complete an option school application. Families can select to receive their lottery notification via text, email, or both. Families will be able to check their waitlist status through the online application portal. Families without computer or internet access can visit their child's school or the APS Welcome Center to complete the online application. Students who applied but were not accepted will be placed in numerical order on a waitlist for the upcoming school year. applications received after the deadline are placed at the bottom of the existing waitlist. Waitlists do not roll over from year to year. Families must reapply each year to be included in the lottery for schools they applied to in previous years. Students will be assigned to the closest bus stop, but some stops may be hub stops, which are a longer distance from the student's residence. Hub stops are centralized locations, such as a school, library, or community center, where students from several neighborhoods meet to catch the bus to their school. Not all neighborhoods will have a hub stop. Rather, stops are placed to be accessed from multiple neighborhoods and directions. Families may request a different hub stop if it is more convenient and should contact the Transportation Services Office to request the change. Now, let's learn about the possibility of transferring to another school. Every student is guaranteed a space in the neighborhood school designated by their home address. Families interested in transferring to a neighborhood school outside of their designated school zone will want to learn more about the neighborhood transfer process. Each year, APS assesses the ability to provide neighborhood transfers for the upcoming school year. A decision regarding which schools, if any, will be accepting neighborhood transfers will be made and announced in February 2023 after the January enrollment update to the superintendent and the school board. Parents or guardians are responsible for transportation when the student accepts a transfer to another neighborhood school that is accepting transfers. If neighborhood transfers are available for the 2024 to 25 school year, families must apply online between February 19th and March 8th by 4 p.m. This is not a first-come, first-served process. Families can apply to more than one school that is accepting transfers. If there are more applications than available slots for a neighborhood school, a lottery will be held online on March 13th at 1 p.m. to determine admission. There is no sibling preference when applying for a neighborhood transfer in secondary schools. For example, if an older sibling attends a particular school, it does not mean that the younger sibling is automatically admitted. I encourage all interested families to learn more and review our transfer policies and procedures at apsva.us/transferring to another school. Interested families must apply online at www.apsva.schoolmint.net. Families with an existing Schoolmint account from a previous school year or an option school do not need to create a new account. I encourage families interested in applying for an option school or a neighborhood transfer to review our website, apsva.us/school options, and our list of frequently asked questions. While you're online, check out our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube sites to learn more about APS. We're here to help you through this process. Please reach out to us if you have questions, need help accessing the online application, or anything else that may come up. Thank you for taking the time to learn about our neighborhood high schools, option schools, and the neighborhood transfer process. We leave you with a video introduction to our division-wide focus for the current school year. Every student counts, excellence for all. Our focus is to know every student by name, strength, and need, and to use data to help all students achieve excellence.
Our focus this year for Every Student Counts really will mean our educators are looking at data and planning instruction to meet their individual needs and strengths. The heart of our instruction really is focused on strengthening the core instruction that all students receive. So that means high quality instruction for all students in a pre-K-12 setting.
We are very excited because we are adopting some new resources to support all students. So Tier 1 is core instruction. That's the instruction that everyone is receiving, all students are receiving. Tier 2 is generally students that need a little bit more of a push, that might need a little bit more support to gain access to a given concept. Tier 3 is a bit more targeted, an even smaller group to provide remediation, to provide intervention for students who need it.
We all start in Tier 1, which is called core instruction. That's everybody. And so the idea is that the classroom teacher develops lessons with all students in mind.
That means all students have access to this rich grade level content. All students are building vocabulary and knowledge that are at their grade level.
Within that Tier 1 block, there's opportunities for whole group instruction, small group instruction, partner work, and independent work. And with these various structures, students have opportunities to receive both extensions, but additional supports from their classroom teacher or from a support teacher who might be pushing in.
Part of that intervention involves progress monitoring to ensure that students are making progress and meeting grade level benchmarks.
We use those assessments to really look very specifically where in the reading progression is it a phonemic awareness deficit that a student has? Are they having trouble decoding multisyllable words? And we'll intervene right there while they are still in grade level material.
And then we'll also, where needed, build in interventions, enrichment, etc., and hit those other tiers of support that our kids need.
Separate from our Tier 1 instruction, we additionally instruct all students where they are. So that may mean that they get additional instruction in phonics for decoding or fluency for reading, meeting writing goals, speech, language, all of those components. But every child is going to benefit from the knowledge building and the vocabulary of CKLA.
The ELA office has adopted some programs that will benefit students who need Tier 3 instruction. These programs are research-based and they are systematic and explicit, meant to accelerate progress for these students. The goal is that these students will accelerate within the Tier 3 so that they can move to a less intense intervention back in Tier 2 or receive their primary instruction in Tier 1.
A Tier 3 group would typically involve a structured, research-based resource that the teacher is implementing with fidelity, which allows for more intensity in time and instruction around the area of need for the student. However, if a student is not making the expected progress in Tier 3, our next step is to engage other professionals in the building in the student study process to see what we need to know to best serve the students' needs.
Well, one thing I really love about this is that I have a very differentiated class this year. So I'm excited that this is going to address all of those needs, and not just for one subject, but for multiple subjects, and integrating content standards as well to help with their background knowledge and vocabulary. So it's almost like everything's being hit.
Our educators have been busy before the start of school, engaging in training around our new resources for both math and English language arts.
This year, what we're doing is we're adopting a new resource. It's called Envision for math. It is going to be a great resource added to the existing toolkit that teachers already have. And we're providing training today on how to use and access those resources, because the idea is that students are able to start using them as soon as possible, as soon as we start the school year. And also we want to make sure that we get teachers informed and well-versed in all of these resources so that they can start implementing them with confidence starting day one.
So this year for EL is especially exciting. We have top-notch teachers on our task force that are taking this robust resource and turning it into a curriculum for all of our teams to be using effectively. And that will definitely reach all of our students. In fact, within our documents, we have supports for our L students, for special education students, for gifted and talented students, for our general education students, to make sure all aspects of our population can excel.
As we continue to meet students by name, strength, and need, it's really important for us to acknowledge that students all are entering into the classroom with something that they are good at. So making sure that we build on their assets and help them to continue to grow in the classroom.